I don't know why you're telling the wife in front of the friends, but okay, do you, boo, do you. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Amanda Renee, and in this video we will be doing another am I the a-hole natural hair reaction. Y'all seemed to have really liked my last video, and I will put it on the screen. And now we are back with another one. So without further ado, let's get into the story. So the story is entitled Am I the a-hole for pointing out that it's not my wife's natural hair? I don't think that there is a point of view for the wife, but we will read it regardless. He says, so this is really stupid and I never thought I'd be having to ask this, but here we go. So my wife has always had straightish but kind of messy hair. Lately, she's been doing all sorts of stuff to it, and I don't like the fact that he put in brackets embracing her curls, but I digress. Embracing her curls, as she says. I'm not exaggerating when I say she probably spends an hour working on it every time she showers and fixes it constantly throughout the day. If you know natural hair, you know that natural hair takes work. And if you are new to the natural hair game, then you would spend a long time in the shower. But again, I digress. Anyways, she keeps getting a lot of compliments on her curls, as she should. And when people ask how she gets them to look so natural, she says it's her natural hair. Well, the other day we ran into my friends at the store and I was introducing them. My friend's wife mentioned how much she loved her hair and how she can never get hers to hold curls, and asked for advice on how she gets hers to look so curly. My wife, like usual, said, "Oh, it's my natural hair." And my friend's wife was telling her how jealous she was and how she wishes she could have curls like that. Me personally, I don't play when it comes to people saying that they're jealous of something that I have, even if it's taken as a joke. Being jealous of somebody is not something that I can tolerate, because you don't know what the person did to get it, and you don't know how the person got it. So why would you be jealous of somebody? But I digress. Well, it kind of annoyed me because, well, that's not her natural hair. She spends a good hour every time she showers on it and constantly messes with it and puts a ton of product in it. In brackets, he put, to the point where I can taste it sometimes if it's in my face. Wait. I don't know why this is so funny to me. You can taste the product whenever the hair is in his face. Oh my gosh. It's the way he says it. But okay, I digress. So I said, well, I mean, that's not your natural hair, but okay. She kind of paused and gave me a look and said, I mean, I do have naturally curly hair, so sounds like that's a conversation y'all were supposed to have at home, not in public, because I don't know why you're telling the wife in front of the friends. But okay, do you, boo, do you. My friends looked kind of awkward for a minute, as they should, and said, well, time to head out, nice seeing you, and left. As they should, because why you saying all of that in front of the friends? It doesn't matter if y'all are close friends. It does not matter if you knew these people for years. There's just certain things that you don't discuss around people. If she says that it is her natural hair, I will save my comments for later after this story is finished, because child, oh loss. Well, the second we got to the car, she went off on me. I mean, what do you expect? What do you expect? And yelled at me for embarrassing her. Again, what do you expect? We got into a big fight about it, and I told her I just think it's weird of her to always say her hair is naturally curly instead of just giving them advice on how she gets it like that. And at the very least, she could have told my friends that it's not like she was talking to some stranger. She got even more pissed and said it was her natural hair, and then we started to argue about if it was or not. No, she's not really talking to me. Am I the a-hole here? I'm going to call you Tom. Tom, you are the a-hole simply because you could have waited until y'all went home to bring up the issue, instead of, in your wife's words, I will call her Julie, Tom and Julie, yeah, instead of embarrassing Julie in front of your friends, you could have just said nothing. You could have given her a compliment as well. And like I said, you could have just not said anything until y'all were either in the car or y'all were home. I don't get why you had to embarrass Julie in public like that, Tom. There's a time and a place for everything, and that was not the time to say that it was not her natural hair. I get that you were sick and tired of her saying that it was her natural hair, when I get the impression that this hair is a different texture to her usual hair, which is straightish but kind of messy. But at the same time, she says that, well, Julie says that she was embracing her curls, so she probably had heat damage, or she probably was using a straightener to flat iron it, and then now she is embracing her waves or her actual curls, and you're thinking that it's not because you haven't been paying attention to your wife. Or I could be getting it wrong, and she could just have a headpiece that she's putting over her straight hair. But either way, why would you be embarrassing Julie like that in public? There's a time and a place, sir. Hello? There's a time and a place. And that is the only reason why I say that you're the a-hole. You're not the a-hole for telling her that it's not her natural hair. You're not the a-hole at all. Because if you think that it's not, and Julie is saying that it is, then I guess Julie has to show you what her natural hair actually looks like, because you're of the impression that it is straight. But again, I digress. But honestly, Julie Julie, you shouldn't have gone off on a man like that though. Because I get that he embarrassed you, but to not be talking to your husband just because he says that it's not an actual hair, girl, pick your battles, please. I beg, pick your battles. Pick your battles. Tom should not have embarrassed her in public and said that it's not her natural hair. And Julie should not have gone off on Tom like that. I get why Julie would be upset, but to not be talking to your husband just because he doesn't agree that it is your natural hair, I think a lot of conversation that just needs to be had more than anything. Not, yes, they did have a conversation, and yes, it did end up in a full-blown argument, but at the end of the argument, come to some type of resolution. Or if it really is your natural hair, show him the curls. Show, like, literally pull your hair and say, yeah, this is from my scalp, right? Instead of giving him the silent treatment. Tom is kind of the a-hole for embarrassing her like that, because he could have kept his mouth shut. He could have. But like I said, Julie is also the a-hole for not speaking to Tom because she got embarrassed. So that was an interesting story. For me, I really think that I would have to have a conversation with my spouse instead of giving him the silent treatment. But again, in the spur of the moment, things may change, so we don't really know. But so let me know your thoughts down below. And this was, like I said, an interesting story. This was definitely an interesting story. So yes, guys, thank you so much for watching this Am I the A-hole reaction video. If you liked this video and want to see more content from me, definitely subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you never miss an upload from me. And share this video with someone who is interested in watching Am I the A-hole reactions, especially the natural hair editions. Definitely send this one to them. And like I said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.